Tell us about soccer, Neil.
Well, the men's soccer team, they've been struggling as of late, and this past weekend they took on an Ivy League opponent in Penn, and then came back to Reese Field on Tuesday to take on Albany. Now they're definitely looking to get a win, so let's take a look at the footage.
Early on, and it's John Carlos, a.k.a. Spanish, with the corner kick. A bit long, but Jordan Rieger is there with the header. Oh, so close, but just wide of the goal. Just the 4th minute now, and off the direct kick, Penn's Keith Vera pushing the D around and deflects one right past Eric Geyer for the goal. And who knew how huge that 4th minute Quaker goal would be? Just a few minutes later, and Yale feeling the pressure again as Alex Grandy takes it in, and it's a wide open net. But look at Jake Miller. That is a sick play, and a goal-saving play by the senior Miller. Yale's turn now, and on the ball sent in, it's a perfect look for Alex Munns in front, but he lifts it high as the ball sails just over the goal. Quaker still showing energy in the first half, and right here, nearly double their lead, but the shot just wide, and the Eli's still alive and kicking in this one, pun intended. The Bulldogs controlling possession in this one, but the Penn D hanging tough, as it's Munns again, getting the ball outside the box with a strike, but this one driven right into the Penn player's knee. Yale had plenty of looks on goal all game, outshooting the Penn team by a 16-8 margin, including 7-2 in the second half. But the combination of strong play from Penn's goalie Daniel Sapero and ill-advised Bulldog shots are what's to blame for this 1-0 loss at the hand of Ivy League opponent Quakers. Despite good offensive pressure most of the game, Yale had trouble and has had trouble finding the net recently, and obviously you're not going to win close games like this one with that kind of problem, which explains Yale's 5-game losing streak. Eli's looked to rebound from Saturday's loss the following Tuesday when Albany came to town for an evening of soccer at Reese Stadium. Opening minutes, and it's Frush, Jordan Raybould sending one in that's settled by Alex Munns in front, but a great save by Albany's Alex Koritsky. Then, same strategy for Yale. This time, it's James Stewart sending in Liam Leonard, whose hair moves when he runs. Leonard gives 2 great efforts, but Koritsky is there. The Great Danes now get an offensive threat as they push it around in the Yale box before Yale keeper Dwayne Wiley watches one fly wide and high, and 0-0 at halftime. Second half, and I just feel sorry for anyone that has to mark sophomore Marcus Jackson. Look at the footwork to create the shot, but Koritsky keeps it out. Albany played some great crosses all night, but couldn't finish, just like here, when Yale's freshman keeper Travis Chulik breathed a sigh of relief after the poor shot. Mid-second half now, and it's Munns on the corner, and former walk-on Alex offside with a great header, and congratulations to the sophomore San Diego native, who scores his first career goal as Yale leads it 1-0 after offside's goal. From there, Travis Chulik just took over, playing his first collegiate game ever, as Yale was outshot 10-6 in the second half, but Chulik made 4 great saves to keep his 1-0 lead and earn his first ever win in college and at Yale. With the 1-0 win, Yale breaks a long losing streak. Eli's earned the W tonight despite committing 14 fouls and being outshot 14-9, including 8-4 in shots on goal. But the night belonged to Chulik and Afsahi, who each got a nice line in the box score and hopefully give the Bulldogs some momentum heading into their final weekend at home, facing off on Saturday against visiting Columbia.
So I think Coach Tompkins and every single player on the men's soccer team all breathe a collective sigh of relief as they finally get up their first win after 4 weeks of losses. Steven, how's the men's golf team doing this past weekend, though?
They didn't do too well, Neil. At the Bruno College Club, they finished in last place out of 18 teams. But they did their top individual finisher was Mark Matza, who tied for 75th overall. This was their last college. This was their last fall play, and they'll resume play in March, and hopefully they'll be able to pick up on a better note then.
So the men's golf team obviously going to go in a few changes this year with their captain Rick Reisman graduating from last year. Hopefully they'll pick it up when the winter season comes around. But we still have a couple fall season games left on the women's soccer schedule, and they were looking for some big things this weekend. First off, Coach Rudy, he loves playing with his odds and everything. Columbia defeated Dartmouth this past weekend, which gave the women's soccer team, when they took the field at 7 o'clock at night, a chance to gain some ground in the Ivy League and still remain in contention. They took on Penn this past weekend, where they sought to stay in the race.
Yale looking to get on the board early as it's Maggie Westfall tanking it in, but her shot just barely misses wide. Story of Yale's season right there. Then Natasha Mann sends the ball up to her classmate Emma Whitfield, who strikes a great ball here, but misses the net. Emma was all over the place in Saturday's game. Don't look now, it's Emma again, and showing the moves. She plants and fires, but Penn's goalie, Sarah Rose, goes up and punches it down with a nice save. That sets up this Christina Wong corner kick, and second-year Yalie Mary Cooter has a wide open shot, but the former Portland Pilot hits it right at the Penn keeper. After being outshot 9-2 with 0 shots on goal in the first half, the Quakers come out of the break ready to play, as Natalie Crapamano settles one. But what an amazing save! And just a week after suffering concussion, Susie Starr looks awesome. Mid-second half now, and you know it's not your day when first, Mia McCauley's sure goal hits off the crossbar. The rebound trickles out to Westfall, who blasts one, but Rose, right there for the save. Somebody lift the Eli's curse, please. Minutes later, another corner, another chance, but Cooter's attempt is stopped and still 0-0. Penn keeping the pressure on now, off a corner, and Nikki White with a shot in the box. Oh, so close, but high off the mark. Time winding down, and it's freshman Sophia Maryville testing her luck, but her header is blocked by the Quaker netminder. Just a couple minutes left in regulation, and it's Penn's Molly Weir in front. The crowd looks on and gasps, but Susie Starr doesn't blink as the game heads to OT. Final seconds of the first extra period, and a battle in front until it's Emma again. Her shot sails over, and still 0-0 at the buzzer. The second period saw several Yale chances on net that were of no avail, as both goalies have great games, combining for 14 saves, as this one ends in a frustrating 0-0 draw for both Yale and Penn. Once again, Yale continues to dominate games both offensively and defensively, but comes up short in the win column. During the 05 regular season, the team averaged scoring 2.1 goals per game. 2006, however, just 1.07, with 3 games remaining on this year's schedule. Frustration doesn't even begin to describe this team's feelings now, as Penn gets their first Ivy League win of the year here in New Haven.
So once again, the women's soccer team, a frustrating 0-0 tie with Penn. Emma Whitfield alone took 7 shots herself, the young sophomore, but they still came up short and gained only 1 point in the standings, and the Ivy League title looking farther and farther away at this point. But that was not all that was bad on the soccer field.
Yeah, in fact, we're moving to our player of the week, and this week it is Susie Starr, the goalie of the soccer team, who suffered a concussion last week, if you remember, and she still came back and played and had her 4th shutout of the season. She's 4th in the Ivy Leagues in save percentage, and this weekend she'll face Columbia. Also, congrats to the field hockey goalie and senior Elizabeth Friedlander, who was named to play in the Division I NFHCA Senior All-Star Game, set to be played November 18th at Wake Forest. She was the first selection for Yale since the 2000 year. Friedlander is currently 1st in the Ivy League in saves, almost 40 more than this person in 2nd place. She's 3rd in the country in saves per game with over 9. That brings us to our top plays of the week, and we had a lot of great plays. Nick, get us started.
Number 3 player of the week, field hockey standout Harriet Thayer with a great pass here to Rachel Lentz for the goal. Unfortunately, though, she lost 3-2.
Number 2, men's soccer, great weekend. First, take a look at Penn. Eric Geiger out of the goal with a wide open net for Alex Grendy. But Jake Miller makes an amazing dive and slides for the save. Second game, Albany, Tuesday. And it's Alex Afsai, the sophomore walk-on, scores his first career goal with an amazing, courageous header. The team will end up winning that one by score 1-0.
And our number 1 player of the week, once again, we got kicker Alan Kimball coming through for us with this field goal in overtime to win the game 17-14.
The poor man's Al Del Greco.
Well, you guys, we come to the end of our show this evening. However, we cannot, of course, end our show without giving you guys another reason why that school in Cambridge just absolutely sucks. Besides losing to Princeton this weekend, they also lost somebody else. Their Graduate School of Design dean stepped down this weekend because he also knows Harvard sucks. That now makes 3 deans having stepped down and 3 open dean positions. So even their own faculty just thinks Harvard sucks. So really, they just suck.
And that wraps up our show. For Nick Coman and Neil Horwitz, I'm Stephen Horn. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.